Alrighty, man, what a week we had last week. What a weekend we've had this weekend. Man, I just want to come on here to tell you guys to still stick with the mission, man. Do not lose track, do not lose sight of what is happening here, okay? The Fear and Greed Index, this is a tweet by the Kobe letter. Love, love, love their account. If you're not following them, you should be. Absolutely. They have the most thorough and best information. They're just one of my favorite Twitter pages that I follow. But they tweeted out earlier that the Fear and Greed Index is now at extreme fear at 10. And I mean, Bitcoin is just, we're at what, 90, we touched like 92.7, I think today was the low. Man, oh man, I'm telling you right now, if you're worried, you're like, oh, should I be selling? Are we about to go into a bear market? If I'm being completely honest, I hope so. I would love to be able to snag more Bitcoin below 100K, because I need you to understand, especially if we dip into like the 80K range. Like, I doubt we would get that low, but who knows? Anything can happen. I can't tell you what price is going to be. If you bought every dip that showed extreme fear throughout, let's just say, the last 5 years or just the last 4 year cycle of Bitcoin, you would still be up, oh, so heavily, so heavily right now. Like, do not lose sight of things. People start panicking whenever, the market drops, they start selling. And remember, the vast majority of people who are treating Bitcoin like something just to trade rather than an asset to stack and keep for the long run, those people are getting wiped out. The people who are leveraged are getting liquidated. Please, 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 you have to train your brain to think in an entirely different way when it comes to investing, right? Like, if you were liking Bitcoin at 125, 126K, then you better damn well love it at 92K. You better be foaming at the mouth, barking on your hands and knees for it at 80K. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you guys to stick with the program. Understand what's going on here, okay? Because this is the Fear and Greed, but this is what Bitcoin's chart looks like. We're zooming out to a yearly chart. I saw someone had posted this on Twitter, so I don't know who it is. I can tag them down below if I find it. I think it was a response, though, to a meme, so it wasn't someone who was giving any actual data. But this is Bitcoin's yearly chart. We have erased, right? We've erased all those gains, and we are looking like a little flat doji right there. Understand, hear me. If you bought only one time a year, you bought at the beginning of the year, and you've been just stacking your bread, this is a great time to re-up. It's a great time to re-up. I don't see a possibility, barring any kind of crazy economic turmoil happening, where we go into this gap here. Like, we've already kind of balanced some things out. This is a great buying opportunity, because if buyers start to surge, we get the news, who knows, you know what I'm saying? The CEO of Bitcoin decides to come on and say, hey, we're going to 200K. And this thing shoots up. I'm telling you, it will be life-changing for many people. Everybody always wants to talk so much shit and say, this is for rich people only. You shouldn't be buying Bitcoin and storing your money in Bitcoin, holding your purchasing power there. I have some choice words for them that I can't say on YouTube. But what I can tell you is, if you had $8,000 in savings and it turned into $16,000 in 45 days, would you be happy? Like, if you had $10,000 and it turned into 20, even over the next 6 months, would you be happy? Like, understand, everybody's of a general consensus that Bitcoin over the next decade is going to be a 10x from here. There's a pretty solid consensus both from retail and Wall Street, right? They're buying in at breakneck speeds while everybody's afraid. While this Fear and Greed Index, where are we? Yeah, is sitting at 10, they're stacking. That's when they like to stack the most. By the time that it's, way up here in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they're letting some of that go because they're trading it, right? They're not necessarily just worried about holding it. Some of it's in cold storage, but by and large, they have the money to be able to manipulate and move the market how they want, right? So I just need you to understand that it's times like these when the general consensus among normie, you know, regular retail investors is scared. It's there's a reason why there's the old cliche from Warren Buffett, right? To be greedy when everybody's fearful, and fearful when everybody's greedy. It's, you know, corny to say, but it's true. There is extreme truth to it. If it wasn't the case, right, then everybody would be making money. Everybody would be rolling in dough all the time. But you have to go against conventional wisdom because conventional wisdom gives you conventional results. Okay, so I'm still stacking. I'm not getting rid of my stack. If anything, I'm trying to hustle twice as hard because there's going to be a time in the not so distant future. I'm telling you, this will age extremely well. In the not so distant future, you will look up and Bitcoin will be $400,000, $500,000, and you will wish, you will, what do they say in the Bible? You will weep and gnash your teeth because you were scared at 92K. You would do anything to be able to pick up, because once Bitcoin's at a $500,000 or dollar valuation, you know what I'm saying, 400, 500K, you're only getting really a 2x on your money. But right now you're getting a 10. I need you to think like this. Think like Bitcoin, you already know in the future is going to be valuable. You've got the president and all of his cronies, and you've got Wall Street, and you've got sovereign wealth funds. Remember we talked about sovereign wealth funds earlier this week? You've got all of these different institutions and retail individuals all able to pile into this asset, and you don't think that it's worth getting yourself a little piece. I'm telling you right now, by the end of this year, I will be in the top 1% of Bitcoin holders. I'm gunning for it. I am gunning with everything I've got in me to get there. You got to do the same. Work hard. It's so simple. You don't have to go in every single day and try to trade and time it. Nah, just stack some bread, save that purchasing power. Stack some bread, save that purchasing power. And don't think about pulling that money unless you really need it, but don't think about it for at least a decade and then come back. You're going to be so proud because Bitcoin is just going to keep tracking as they print that money, as liquidity starts to expand, because it's got to. Bitcoin is literally the easiest way to describe Bitcoin is betting that the US is going to continue to do what it's been doing, which is printing off more and more money and devaluing its currency to kick the can down the road so that way the show continues to go on. Have something that's scarce. Have something that people desire. Have a liquidity sponge. Bitcoin is the way, man. So with that, don't be scared. If you're scared, go to church. It's a Sunday. Knock on that door. Somebody's going to answer for you. But I need you to lock in because this is like catching the last chopper out of Nam. Yeah, we could stay down here for a while. We could go way low. We could do anything. But I'm telling you, anytime that Bitcoin is below 100K, you are getting a blessing from the heavens. So treat it as such, behave accordingly, and I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Love y'all. Hope you have a good weekend. Hope you have a good trading week up ahead. We got a lot to do. We got money to make. So, I'll see you around. Peace.